Liam worked as a technician on Outpost 17B, a small human research base orbiting a quiet planet called Vadar 4. The station floated in deep space, far from the central trade routes, and was mostly used to study ancient alien ruins on the surface. Below, most days were quiet. Liam's job involved checking machines, fixing sensors, and keeping systems stable. Nothing exciting ever happened. He liked it that way. He lived alone in a small room. It had a bed, a desk, a chair, and a storage wall. Simple, clean, quiet. But then, one night something changed. He woke up suddenly, not sure why. There was no sound, no alarm. Just a strange feeling. The air felt warmer. The room was dark, but he could sense something was different. His eyes moved across the room, and for a moment he thought he saw a shimmer near the corner. Like heat waves or soft light bending, he blinked, and it was gone. Liam sat up, confused. He turned on the small desk lamp. Everything looked normal. But then he saw it. A small stone sat on his desk, one he didn't remember placing there. It was smooth, oval-shaped, and had strange carvings on it. Alien symbols. He picked it up slowly. It felt warm in his hand. Maybe someone left it for him. Maybe he forgot. He shook his head. "Weird dream," he said quietly, putting the stone in a drawer. The next morning, he asked the other crew members if they had come into his room. They all said no. No one had a reason to. He decided not to mention the stone. Maybe he was just tired. The next night it happened again. He woke up around the same time. Again, no sound. Just the feeling that something was present. He sat still in bed, heart beating faster. In the corner of his room, he saw the shimmer again. It moved slowly, like a soft breeze in water. It didn't speak. It didn't get close. But Liam felt like someone was watching him. The next morning, the chair near his desk was turned slightly. Not much, just enough to notice. Liam never left it that way. And on top of his bed was another item, a feather-like leaf, silver in color. Not from any plant on the station. Okay, this is real, he whispered to himself. But what was it? Was someone playing a trick on him? On the third night, he set up a camera in his room. It was a basic station cam, used for logs and video calls. He aimed it at the corner where the shimmer always appeared. Before sleeping, he checked his room twice. Nothing was out of place. Then he went to bed, nervous but tired. The next morning, he reviewed the footage. Most of it was normal, just him sleeping, but at 2:41 a.m. the screen flickered. For a split second, something showed up. A blurry figure, tall, slender, glowing slightly. Liam paused the video and stared. It was real, not a trick. Something or someone had been there. That day he didn't speak to anyone. He kept the video secret. His hands shook as he watched it again and again. The figure didn't move. It only appeared for a second, then vanished. That night he didn't sleep. Instead, he stayed awake in bed and waited. At 2:39 a.m., the shimmer appeared again. It stood quietly in the corner. This time, Liam whispered, "Who are you?" He didn't expect a reply. But he got one. A soft, distant voice answered, like wind through trees. "You were kind. Long ago." Liam's heart jumped. What? What do you mean? But the shimmer was gone. Silence returned. The next morning, he found a third object on his desk. It was a drawing made with strange ink. It showed two figures, one human, one alien, sitting together under stars. Liam stared at it for a long time. The human in the drawing looked like him. He didn't know what was happening, but he was sure of one thing now. Every night something came into his room. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't a trick, and whoever or whatever it was, remembered him. Liam couldn't stop thinking about the drawing. He held it carefully in his hands as if it might disappear. It was made with ink he had never seen before, soft purple and green lines that shimmered faintly in the light. The human figure in the drawing sat peacefully beside an alien with long arms and a calm posture. The stars above them formed a spiral pattern that Liam didn't recognize from any human map. "You were kind long ago." Those words echoed in his mind. What had he done? When? He had never met an alien face to face, had he? The day passed slowly. Liam couldn't focus on his tasks. While fixing a comms panel in the hallway, he kept glancing over his shoulder. He wasn't scared exactly, more like pulled by something deeper. Like a memory hidden just beyond reach. Back in his room, he looked at the recording again. This time, he slowed it down even more, frame by frame. The blur was there, a tall shape with gentle curves, like a figure made of starlight. It didn't match any known alien race in the station's database. It looked unique. You remember me, Liam whispered, looking at the paused image. But I don't remember you. That night, he sat at his desk instead of sleeping. He placed the drawing and the small carved stone side by side. He kept the feather leaf nearby, too. Then he turned off the lights and waited in silence. At 2:42 a.m. The air shifted. Liam looked toward the corner. There she was. The shimmer stood, still, calm, glowing faintly like before. But this time, the voice returned, clearer than before. You saved me. Years ago, during the war, your hand stopped the pain. Liam leaned forward. I was just a field medic during the war. I helped a lot of people. I don't remember all of them, but I remember you, the voice said. I was left behind, broken, afraid. They brought me to a small room, full of noise, lights, and fear. But you spoke to me, gently. You touched my arm and said, "You'll be all right." Liam's eyes widened. He did remember a mission near a border zone, a skirmish. They found a wounded alien left behind. Protocol said to report and wait. But he didn't. He helped. That was you. He asked quietly. The shimmer moved slightly. Yes, I was taken away after. My people healed my body, but I lost many memories. Some came back later. And always, I saw you. Why come now? Why here? I searched, she said, for years, and then I found this station. I used old tech, ancient methods, not to be seen by all. Just by you. Liam's breath caught in his throat. Why me? Because in that moment, when I was weak, scared, you didn't see an enemy, you saw someone in pain? Liam's hands shook slightly. He had no words. His heart felt heavy, but not in a bad way. More like something long buried had just surfaced. Do you have a name? He asked softly. Selha, the voice replied. He smiled. I'm Liam. I know, she said. For a long moment there was silence. Then the shimmer slowly faded, not all at once. Like mist dissolving into air. Liam sat still for a while, staring at the empty corner. The next morning, another object sat on his desk, a pendant. It was made of a dark crystal, twisted into a spiral. Inside it, a soft blue light pulsed slowly, like a heartbeat. He picked it up. It was warm, the pendant. Felt alive in some way. Not dangerous, just full of memory. He wore it around his neck. Over the next few days, Selha returned each night. Sometimes they just talked. Other times she told him about her world. It was far beyond known space, full of light, singing trees and winds that whispered names. Her people didn't forget kindness. Even across stars. Liam asked if she could stay longer. If he could see her clearly. Not yet, she said. This way is fragile, but I'm here. He started drawing, writing things down, trying to remember more from the war, from that old room where he found her. Flashes came back, a small cry, a hand reaching for help, his voice saying, "You're safe now." He hadn't realized how much it meant. Every morning she left something behind, a sign. Sometimes it was a strange flower, sometimes a piece of cloth with alien patterns. Once it was a glowing stone that hummed when touched. Each item spoke of connection. And every night Liam waited. Not because he had to, but because deep inside he wanted to. Each night felt like a dream to Liam, but everything was real. The gift Selha left behind, her soft voice, the warmth in the air when she appeared. Nothing could explain it in science, not yet. He stopped trying to make sense of it and started accepting it as it was, something rare and special. The galaxy held its breath. The human ship that had waited silently near the Zurin system finally moved. Not with loud engines or flashing weapons, but with a calm certainty that sent a chill through every council member who watched. Lethe stood again before the council, her face calm, but her voice carrying weight. "This is the moment I warned you about," she said. Humans do not act without reason. But when pushed to the edge, when broken, they become a force beyond all understanding. Outside, sensors detected the ship shifting shape. Its hull rippled like water, edges softening and hardening as if alive. The ship moved through space-bending rules no one thought possible. In the command room, the Council's greatest strategists scrambled to understand. Plans were made, but none could predict what came next. Inside the human ship, the commander stood before his crew. "We do not want war," he said quietly, "but we will protect our people at all costs." The ship sent out a pulse, not a weapon, but a signal deep and strange. It reached across space, touching distant stars and unseen places. Then, silence. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, systems in the Council's fleets began to fail, engines sputtered. Weapons cooled, communications dropped. It was as if the human ship reached inside the machines and whispered commands no one could hear. Panic rose quickly. Leaders called for emergency meetings. But Lethe reminded them of her warning. "This is not destruction," she said. "It is a warning. Humans are showing you what happens when they break." The Council debated. Some argued for surrender. Others prepared for battle. But all feared the unknown. Meanwhile, on the human ship, the commander watched the stars. "They understand now," he said. "The galaxy knows the cost of breaking a human." He looked at a small photo pinned near his console. It showed his family, lost in past wars, and a world that no longer existed. "For them," he whispered, "and for all humans, we carry their memory, and we carry their strength." As the pulse faded, systems returned to life across the galaxy. The Council breathed again, but the fear did not leave. Lethe spoke one last time before leaving the chamber. "Remember this, when humans break, even the gods shudder." The Council understood now. Humans were not just a race. They were a force of nature, shaped by pain, courage, an unbreakable will. And the galaxy would never forget. Selha told him more about her people. They lived far beyond the stars humans had reached. Her kind was peaceful, quiet, and deeply connected to memory and emotion. They believed memories were living things. Not just thoughts, but pieces of time that stayed alive if you treated them with care. To them, Liam had become a living memory, one that needed to be honored. Liam listened every night, sitting on the edge of his bed while her shimmer filled the corner of the room. "Your people, they don't come near humans," he said once. "Why risk coming to me?" "Because most forgot the war," Selha answered. "But I didn't, and I didn't forget you." Liam felt his chest tighten. The war had ended long ago, and most people never spoke of it now. But for Selha, it had never ended in her heart, not until she found him again. One night he asked her, "Why do you only come at night?" She replied softly, "The light from your station's systems weakens the connection. This is old technology, not meant for your kind, but it listens to emotions. It follows memory, and only in stillness and dark does it open the path." "So, I'm the only one who can see you?" "Yes, this is not a doorway to all. It is built by trust." Liam nodded. He understood now. She wasn't using some fancy science to walk through walls. It was something deeper. Something built from the moment he saved her, when she was just another wounded life to him, but to her, that moment meant everything. One evening, Liam returned from his shift to find a message from the station's lead engineer. Someone had reported strange energy fluctuations near his room. They wanted to inspect it the next day. Liam's single quotes, S heart dropped. He didn't want them to find anything. Not because he was doing something wrong, but because they wouldn't understand. That night he told Selha, "They're going to scan my room tomorrow. I don't want them to find you." She was quiet for a moment, then she said, "I won't come for a while. I'll keep the path closed. It's safer for both of us." Liam felt a deep sadness in his chest. He didn't want her to go. What if they find the things you left? They won't. When the path closes, so do the traces. He looked down at the pendant she had given him. "What about this?" "That is yours now. It listens only to you." When he woke the next morning, her presence was gone. His room felt colder, emptier. The warmth she always brought was missing. All the gifts she had left gone. As if they had never existed, the engineers came and scanned the room. They found nothing. Liam stood quietly while they worked, answering their questions with short replies. When they left, he sat on his bed in silence. He reached for the pendant around his neck. It still pulsed with light. Over the next few nights? Liam waited, but Selha did not return. Days turned to a week. Each night felt longer than the last. He kept the light dim, hoping the silence would draw her back. He spoke to the empty room, telling stories, asking questions. There was no answer. But every night before sleeping he whispered, "I remember you." One night something changed. As Liam lay in bed, nearly asleep, the pendant pulsed brighter. A soft hum filled the air. Then very faintly, the shimmer returned. Not fully formed. "Not like before, but there, Selha?" Liam whispered. The voice came, soft as wind, but warm. "I heard you." Liam sat up, heart racing. "You're back." "Not fully, only for a moment. But I heard you. Every time you said you remembered." The path opened a little. "Then I'll keep saying it," Liam said quickly. "Every night I'll never forget. I believe you." The shimmer faded again, but the pendant stayed warm. The light inside it pulsed like a heartbeat. In the dark, Liam smiled softly. Even if she couldn't stay, even if her visits were rare now, he knew she was out there. And she knew he was here waiting, and that was enough for now. Liam's days felt longer now. He still did his work on the station, checking sensors, fixing equipment, writing reports, but his mind was always somewhere else. Each evening, he returned to his small room with quiet hope in his heart. He turned the lights low, sat by the edge of his bed, and held the pendant in his hand. Sometimes it pulsed, sometimes it didn't, but he always whispered the same words. "I remember." "You." Selha didn't return right away. Not like before. But Liam believed she was listening. One night, as he sat quietly, the pendant glowed brighter than usual. Soft blue light filled the room, casting shadows on the walls. Then, from the far corner, the shimmer formed again, slow, smooth, and full. "Of light. You came back," Liam said with a smile. "The path is still weak," Selha replied. "But I can stay longer now." Liam stood up. "I missed you." "And I missed your voice," she said gently. They talked for hours. She told him about a river on her world that glowed under moonlight, about birds that sang only once a year, when the wind smelled like sugar fruit. She described cities built into trees and temples shaped like waves. Her world sounded like something from a dream. "It sounds beautiful," Liam said. "It is," Selha answered. "But it is not always peaceful." He looked at her shimmer, surprised. "I thought your people didn't fight." "We try not to," she said. "But some fear change. They fear humans. They fear what we are doing now." Liam nodded slowly. "They don't know me. They just remember the war." "Yes," she said. "And if they find out I made this path, they will close it." "Forever?" "Yes." Liam felt a chill run through him. "Then we need to be careful." "I am already being watched," Selha said. "I can feel the watchers. They search for the old signals. They know someone is crossing." Liam leaned forward. "Is there anything I can do?" "Keep remembering," she said. "Keep the memory alive. It gives strength to the path. The more you care, the more it stays open." He touched the pendant around his neck. "I won't stop." In the days that followed, Liam grew quieter around the station crew. He didn't want questions. He didn't want scans or reports or anything that could bring attention. His world now existed between 2 a.m. and sunrise. In a small room filled with soft light and gentle voices, one night he asked Selha, "Why do you always leave something behind?" Her shimmer moved gently. "Because memory fades, but a sign, even a small one, keeps it alive. Like a trail?" "Yes," she said. "A trail between your world and mine," Liam smiled. "Then keep leaving signs. I'll follow." That night she left behind a folded piece of soft cloth. It had stars stitched into it, constellations he didn't recognize. When he placed it over his pillow, it gave off a faint, calming warmth. But not every night was perfect. One evening, the pendant dimmed suddenly. Liam looked up, worried. "Selha?" he called. No shimmer came. Instead, the pendant flickered weakly, then went dark. He waited for hours, whispering her name again and again. The next morning, He found a single silver mark drawn on his wall, a thin line with a curve like a warning symbol. He touched it. It was cold. When Selha returned 2 nights later, her voice was softer, like a whisper caught in wind. "They're close now," she said. "Closer than ever. What do they want?" Liam asked. "To end this, they think it's wrong." "Why?" "Because we're not the same," she said. "Because we broke a rule." Liam shook his head. "Rules don't matter if they stop something good." "But they don't see it that way," she said. "They think memory is only for our kind." Liam stood from his bed. "Then let me show them. Let me prove it's real." "You can't," she said gently. "They won't listen to a voice from the past, but they might listen to silence." "What do you mean?" "I may need to go," she said, "for a long time, maybe forever." Liam's heart sank. "No, you said the path stays open if I remember." "It does, but some memories must sleep to survive." Liam clenched his fists. "Then I'll wait, no matter how long." The Shinra moved closer. "Thank you, Liam." She didn't leave a gift that night, but when he woke up, he found a message written in strange letters across his mirror. It took him a while to understand it, but he finally translated the meaning. It said, "You are part of my sky now." Liam felt the weight of Selha's words in his heart. "You are part of my sky now." He read those words over and over in his mind. It was a promise, a connection that went beyond time and space. Days passed. Selha did not return. The room felt colder without her shimmer. Liam missed her voice, her stories, her presence. He kept the pendant close, but its light was faint now, like a candle struggling in the wind. Work on the station became busier. A new security officer, Commander Voss, arrived. He was sharp-eyed and strict. He noticed the strange energy spikes around Liam's quarters. Voss questioned Liam several times, asking about odd noises and flickering lights. Liam gave simple answers. "It's probably a power glitch," he said. "Nothing to worry about." But Voss was not satisfied. One night, he ordered a full scan of Liam's room. Liam's heart pounded. He tried to hide the pendant, the drawings, and anything unusual. But the scanners were thorough. The station hummed with machines searching for anything out of place. Voss found the faint traces, energy patterns no human tech could explain. He looked at Liam suspiciously. "What's going on here?" Liam hesitated. Should he tell the truth? About Selha? About the visits? The memories? He chose silence. "I want you to come with me," Voss said firmly. Liam followed. Feeling trapped. In the security office, Voss stared at the scan results. "This isn't normal." "You're hiding something," Liam swallowed. "I don't know." "What you mean?" Voss leaned closer. "We don't allow unknown energy sources. This could be a threat." Liam thought of Selha fading away because of fear. He made a decision. "There is something," he said quietly. "But it's not a threat, it's a memory from the war." Voss frowned. "Memory?" Liam took a deep breath. "Years ago, I helped someone, an alien, badly injured. I don't know if it was right, but I saved her. Now she's trying to reach me." Somehow, Voss studied him, then shook his head. "This is dangerous. You're playing with things beyond your understanding." Liam looked down. "Maybe, but it's real to me." After that, Voss warned him to stop any contact, or you'll be removed from duty. Liam nodded, but inside he felt torn. That night, he sat alone in his room. The pendant was dark. No shimmer appeared. He whispered Selha's name into the silence. Then a soft breeze seemed to pass through the room. A faint glow appeared on the pendant. A whisper, almost too soft to hear, said, "I am here." Liam smiled through his tears. He knew the risk was real. The watchers were close. But Selha's memory was stronger. Over the next days, Liam worked secretly. He hid the gifts she left, erased recordings, and pretended everything was normal. But he kept the pendant safe. One evening, as he returned from the mess hall, he found something new on his desk. A small box, simple and made of dark wood. Inside, a note written in the same alien script as before. Liam traced the letters with his finger. It said, "For strength when I am gone." Under the note was a thin blade, smooth and silver, but light as a feather. Liam lifted it carefully. It pulsed with a faint energy. He didn't understand what it was for, but he felt its power. That night, Selha returned. Her shimmer was weak, but clear. Why this? Liam asked. For protection, she said. There are those who would harm memories like us. Liam nodded. I cannot stay, she whispered. But I will always be with you. How long? He asked. As long as you remember. The shimmer faded. Liam held the blade close. He felt ready for whatever might come. Days later, Voss returned. He found the blade hidden. What is this? He demanded. Liam looked him in the eye. A reminder of kindness. Voss stared, then sighed. Be careful, Liam. Not everyone will understand, Liam smiled softly. I know. The station continued its quiet life, but Liam's world had changed forever. Each night, he whispered Selha's name, and though she was gone, something always reminded him she had been there. Liam felt the station's walls closing in on him. Every day, the weight of silence and secrets grew heavier. The security scans, Commander Voss's sharp eyes, and the whispers in the halls made his world smaller. But Liam held on to one thing, the blade Selha had given him and the memories it carried. One night, the pendant's light flickered faintly. Liam sat on the edge of his bed, eyes closed, reaching out with his mind, hoping to feel Selha's presence. Liam, came a soft voice, more real than ever. The watchers grow closer. He opened his eyes. The shimmer stood in the corner. Pale but clear, what do they want? Liam asked. To end the path. To silence memories they fear. Liam clenched his fists. I won't let them. There is a choice, Selha said. I must leave fully or risk capture. If I disappear, the path may close forever. Liam's heart ached. No, don't leave. I must. But I leave something behind. A part of me will stay with you. Selha reached out, and the air around Liam's neck grew warm. The pendant glowed brightly. This will protect you, she said. And keep the memory alive. Liam touched the pendant, feeling strength flow through him. It was like holding a part of her spirit. Promise me you will keep remembering. Selha whispered, I promise, Liam said. The shimmer began to fade. Goodbye, Liam. Goodbye, Selha. When the room grew still, Liam felt emptier than ever. He sat in silence, holding the pendant close. The next day, the station buzzed with news. An unknown ship had been spotted near Vader 4's orbit. The council feared a spy or worse. Security tightened. Commander Voss called Liam for a private talk. This ship could be related to the energy signatures we detected. Voss said, We don't know their intentions. Liam nodded. I don't think it's a threat. You're connected to all this somehow, Voss said, eyes sharp. If you know anything, now is the time. Liam looked away. I don't. But inside, he feared what was coming. That night, the pendant glowed brighter than ever. Liam felt a wave of calm and strength. He held the blade tightly, ready for what might come. A knock sounded at his door. It was Voss. Face serious but not hostile. We need to talk, he said. Liam nodded and followed in the station's command room. Voss showed Liam images from the unknown ship. It was strange and old, unlike anything in the fleet. They sent this, Voss said. A message. The message was a simple symbol, the same spiral that Selha had drawn in the first picture. Liam's heart raced. What is it? He asked. Unknown, Voss said, but it matches no hostile code. Liam smiled faintly. It's from her. People, Voss looked at him, surprised. Her? Liam told Voss everything, the visits, the memories, the gifts. Voss listened carefully. If it's true, Voss said slowly, then you carry a bridge between worlds. That's important, Liam nodded. It is. But it's also dangerous, Voss stood. We'll protect you, but you must be careful. Days passed. The unknown ship stayed near orbit but made no hostile moves. Liam felt hope. One night, as he held the pendant, the shimmer appeared once more. I cannot come back, Selha said softly, but I am not gone. The path remains because you remember, Liam smiled. I will never forget. Then the sky holds us both, Selha said. Always. The shimmer faded into the soft glow of the pendant. Liam looked out the window, watching stars shine. He knew their story was not over, because every night, something always reminded him she was there. Liam sat quietly by the window of the station, staring at the vast black sky dotted with distant stars. The unknown ship still lingered in orbit around Vadar 4, a silent watcher. Though it posed no threat, its presence reminded him of the fragile connection between two worlds. His and Selha's. Days had passed since their last meeting. Selha's shimmer had become a gentle memory, carried by the pendant resting on his chest. He often reached for it, feeling its faint pulse, a small comfort in the quiet of his room. One evening, Liam heard a soft knock on his door. He opened it to find a small, silver pod resting on the floor outside. It was unlike anything from the station. Smooth, sleek, and humming faintly with energy, he picked it up carefully and brought it inside. As he opened the pod, he found a small box carved from dark wood. Inside, wrapped in soft fabric, was a stone, the same oval-shaped carved stone that had first appeared on his desk months ago, alongside. It was a note written in the delicate alien script Selha had used before. Liam traced the letters and slowly translated the message. For Liam, keeper of memory. May this stone carry my spirit across the stars. Though I cannot come, I am with you always. A wave of warmth filled Liam's chest. Tears came to his eyes. Even though Selha was gone from his room, she had left a part of herself behind, a token of hope and connection. At moment, the station's alarms blared suddenly. A message flashed on the main screen. The unknown ship was opening a communication channel. Commander Voss entered the room, his face serious but calm. Liam, this is it. They want to speak. Liam nodded, heart pounding. He followed Voss to the command center, where a holographic figure appeared, a tall, graceful alien woman with shining eyes, her presence commanding yet peaceful. I am Selha's leader, she said softly. We come in peace. We honor the memory shared between our peoples. Voss looked at Liam, then back at the alien. We welcome you. Liam stepped forward, voice steady. Thank you for coming. Selha was my friend. She showed me kindness. When it was needed most, the alien nodded. She spoke of you often, her memories kept alive by your heart. We wish to build a new path, one of trust and understanding. Liam smiled, feeling hope bloom inside him. Years of war, silence, and fear could finally be replaced by friendship. After the message ended, the station buzzed with excitement. Plans began to form, meetings, exchanges, new missions. Liam returned to his room and placed the carved stone on his desk. He looked out at the stars and whispered, Thank you, Selha. The pendant glowed softly as if answering him, though she no longer appeared as a shimmer in his room. Liam knew she was still there, in the memories they shared, in the connection between worlds. Every night, as he closed his eyes, something always reminded him she had been there, and that memory would never fade.